Cricket in the Road by Michael Anthony.
In the rainy season, we got few chances to play cricket in the road, for whenever we were at the game, the rains came down, chasing us into the yard again. That was the way it was in Mayaro in the rainy season. The skies were always overcast, and over the sea, the rain clouds hung low and gray and scowling, and the winds blew in and whipped angrily through the palms. And when the winds were strongest and raging, the low-hanging clouds would become dense and black, and the sea would roar, and the torrents of rain would come sweeping with all their tumult upon us. We had just run in from the rain. Amy and Vern from next door were in good spirits and laughing, for oddly enough, they seemed to enjoy the downpour as much as playing cricket in the road. Amy was in our yard, giggling and pretending to drink the falling rain, with her face wet and her clothes drenched, and Vern, who was sheltering under the eaves, excitedly jumped out to join her.
Rain, go to Spain,
they shouted, and presently their mother, who must have heard the noise and knew, appeared from next door, and Vern and Amy vanished through the hedge. I stood there, depressed about the rain, and then I put Vern's bat and ball underneath the house and went indoors. Stoops, I said to myself. I had been batting when the rains came down. It was only when I was batting that the rains came down. I wiped my feet so I wouldn't soil the sheets and went up on the bed. I was sitting, sad and wishing that the rain would really go away. Go to Spain, as Vern said, when my heart seemed to jump out of me. A deafening peal of thunder struck across the sky. Quickly, I closed the window. The rain hammered awfully on the rooftop, and I kept tense for thunder which I knew would break again, and for the unearthly flashes of lightning. Secretly, I was afraid of the violent weather. I was afraid of the rain, and of the thunder, and the lightning that came with them, and of the sea beating against the headlands, and of the storm winds, and of everything being so deathlike when the rains were gone. I started again at another flash of lightning, and before I had recovered from this, yet another terrifying peal of thunder hit the air. I screamed. I heard my mother running into the room. Thunder struck again, and I dashed under the bed.
Selo, first bat,
Vern shouted from the road. The rains had ceased, and the sun had come out, but I was not quite recovered yet. I brought myself reluctantly to look out from the front door, and there was Vern, grinning and impatient and beckoning to me.
First bat,
he said. And as if noting my indifference, he looked toward Amy, who was just coming out to play.
Who's second bat?
He said.
Me,
I said.
Me,
shouted Amy almost at the same time.
Amy's second bat,
Vern said.
No, I said me first,
I protested. Vern grew impatient while Amy and I argued. Then an idea seemed to strike him. He took out a penny from his pocket. "Toss for it," he said.
What you want?
Heads, I called.
tail,
Cried Amy.
tail bound to come.
The coin went up in the air, fell down, and overturned, showing tail. "I'm not playing," I cried, stung. And as that did not seem to disturb enough, I ran toward where I had put Vern's bat and ball and disappeared with them behind our house. Then I flung them with all my strength into the bushes. When I came back to the front of the house, Vern was standing there dumbfounded. "Selo, where's the bat and ball?" he said. I was fuming. "I don't know about any bat and ball,"
Tell on him.
Amy cried.
He threw them away.
Vern's mouth twisted into a forced smile. "What's an old bat and ball?" he said. But as he walked out of the yard, I saw tears glinting from the corners of his eyes. For the rest of that rainy season, we never played cricket in the road again. Sometimes the rain ceased and the sun came out brightly, and I heard the voices of Amy and Vern on the other side of the fence. At such times, I would go out into the road and whistle to myself, hoping they would hear me and come out. But they never did, and I knew they were still very angry and would never forgive me. And so the rainy season went on, and it was as fearful as ever, with the thunder and lightning and waves roaring in the bay and the strong winds. But the people who talked of all this said that was the way Mayaro was, and they laughed about it. And sometimes, when through the rain and even thunder I heard Vern's voice on the other side of the fence, shouting, "Rain, rain, go to Spain!" it puzzled me how it could be so, for often I had made up my mind I would be brave. But when the thunder cracked, I always dashed under the bed. It was the beginning of the new year when I saw Vern and Amy again. The rainy season was happily long past, and the day was hot and bright. And as I walked toward home, I saw that I was walking toward Vern and Amy just about to start cricket in the road. My heart thumped violently. They looked strange and new, as if they had gone away far and did not want to come back anymore. They did not notice me until I came up quite near, and then I saw Amy start, her face all lit up.
Vern!
She cried.
Vern, look! Look, Selo!
Embarrassed, I looked at the ground and at the trees and at the orange sky, and I was so happy I did not know what to say. Vern stared at me, a strange grin on his face. He was ripping the cellophane paper off a brand new bat. "Selo, here. You first bat," he said gleefully, and I cried as though it were raining and I was afraid.